So what I have in front of me here today is a GSR-SE Rouge. Now this pad has been touted as one of the pads to buy if you play a lot of Tac FPS. And indeed, a lot of CSGO and Valorant pros do use this pad, but is this pad right for you? I've had this pad for about 3 months at this point, and I think it is a very solid performer for Tac FPS, but I do have a couple of gripes with this pad, which I will explain in this video here today. Now, just to give a quick overview of this pad, this is a control-oriented pad from Zowie with a cloth surface and a medium firmness base. It feels like about a 4 out of 10 speed and is a very smooth yet dense glide in my opinion. The very smooth glide makes this pad feel reminiscent of a faster pad, and this pad is in no way a mud pad. As for the base, if you've used any Zowie mousepad in the past, such as the old Divina Blue, GSR-SE, or the GTFX, this is a very similar sort of dense foam-like rubber base. Quite a bit denser than something like a QCK or a G640. The base provides a bit of a firmer experience. While it's nowhere near hard, I don't think it feels that soft, and it also gives a very consistent feeling all across the pad while you use it in game. As you could probably guess from the box, the pad does come to you rolled up, and while my copy is mostly flat, the right hand side is still a little bit puffy, but I don't really notice this in game very much, but your mileage may vary. Now, the one thing I don't like about the build quality of this pad is that it does not have stitched edges. While after the couple months that I've owned this pad, I haven't noticed any significant fraying. More important to me is that I don't think that the unstitched edge is very comfortable on my skin, and I definitely noticed the rough edge when I am playing with this pad. Also, the durability of the pad is very good. I haven't noticed any slow spots develop on the pad over the past couple of months that I was using it, and I definitely put a lot of hours into this pad. Now, with all of that out of the way, how did I actually get on with this pad playing Tac FPS? The pad has been a very solid performer for me in CSGO once I got used to the pad. I do think this is a great pad for Tac FPS. Its speed and consistent glide does render itself very well suited to the genre. The pad definitely covered for me on a bad aim day, more so than a Artisan Zero would, and therefore I think this pad really did help me play a little bit more consistently over the 3 months I was using it. However, the dense glide does make tracking a little bit difficult in my opinion, but for Tac FPS where you need to be a bit more precise with your aim, with micro adjustments and crosshair placement, I really have no complaints about this pad except for one thing. With the pad being the speed that it is and the surface being so smooth, the base being firm, I really felt like this pad was lacking a little bit in braking power for me personally. With the amount of force, albeit not that much, that I had to put into this pad to get my mouse moving, I felt like I didn't feel quite as comfortable in terms of braking power. While I don't think this affected my performance much in the end, this was something that I noticed, so please let me know if you had a similar experience in the comments. Aside from that one thing, I think that if you play Tac FPS, you should definitely give this pad a go. I'm sure the pad would work well for your consistency in game, and I feel like this pad in particular is always in stock everywhere, unlike the Vexy PA, which I would also love to get my hands on. So I hope you enjoyed this short review of the GSR-SE Rouge, and thanks for watching.